Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how you can update from a previous version of GONet to the newest version 1.2. I'm going to do it with this sample project, which I'm going to show you how it is working with the previous version, and then we are going to migrate to the new version and test it again. So I'm going to build it. Okay, I'm going to make it smaller in order to show you. So we have two game instances. With the key F you spawn a server, with the key C you spawn a client, and with the key P you spawn a player. So I'm going to start spawning a server and a player. Okay, so now I have a player, I can move, I can play. And we are going to do the same in this game instance, which is going to be the client. As soon as the client connects, you are going to see how the replication system is going to replicate all the server entities, the working entities. So I'm going to press the C, and you can see that the server player is already here. And if we move, you can see in the inspector, the transform, how it's moving also. So I'm going to spawn here a player. Okay. I'm going to search for the server player, which is here. And you can see how if I move in the client, those actions are also in the server. The same occurs if I move in the server. You can see that the client version is also being updated. So now we are going to the new version. Okay, so firstly I'm going to show you how you can update to the new GONet version. Since this GONet version is not already in the asset store, we need to do it through a custom package. But if you can see this new version in the asset store, what you need to do is the following. I'm going to explain first that method, and then I'm going to perform the other one, which is mostly the same. If you want to update it from the asset store, what you need to do is go to package manager, go to in project, and here you are going to see the GONet package in case you already have it installed, imported. So when you find it, you click it and you click update. Here you are going to see a button that says update. If you don't have it installed and you want to install it from the asset store, what you need to do is you need to go to the asset store, to the GONet asset store page, and here this button is going to say to add it to your assets. In my case I already have it in my assets, so it says open in Unity. When you have added to your assets, what you need to do is you need to come back here to the package manager, and instead of showing the packages in the project, you need to click into my assets. Here you are going to search for the GONet package, and you will need to click import. Okay, so here you should select all the assets. In my case I'm not going to do it since I already have this version imported. And then once you have selected all the assets, you need to click import, and that will be everything. But since this version is not already in the asset store, we are going to do it in a different way. In this case, what we are going to do is I have the package locally and I'm going to import it. So you go to assets to import in package, import package, and custom package. Here I have it. So I click it in open, and as you can see, the process from now is the same. You need to click to import all the assets, in this case to update all the assets. Here, for example, you can see which ones are new, like these ones, which one has been deleted, and which ones are the same with these icons. So in my case, I'm going to import it. Okay, and now it should be imported. So we check for errors, we click in clear, and we can see that we have a few errors related to sync events. This is related with the generated file. So in this case, what we need to do is to delete this file since they are no longer existing in the current version. For that, we go to GONet, code, GONet, generation and generated, and all these scripts except this one, the one called sync event generated types, should be deleted. So we select them and we delete it from this project. And now you can see that all the errors has gone. So in this case, what we need to do is we need to refresh the code generation system, since one of the big updates or improvements in this version is the new code generation system. In order to do that, we go to GONet, we open the GONet editor support window. As you can see, this window is different, it has more options, and in order to refresh the code generation, we need to click into this button. Here, for example, you have a little description of in which cases you need to click this button, and this is really important in order to make the runtime GONet work in builds or in play mode. So we are going to click here. We are going to see that a lot of new events are added into this project, since we have all these events related to animation parameters. That would be the whole process of importing the new GONet package. So now we are going to see how to solve the rest of issues. Okay, another thing that I have forgotten before is that before entering in play mode or before building, you should refresh the code generation information. For example, if you have made a change related to anything of GONet, like you have added a new sync event, you have added a new GONet automagical sync value, etc., you need to refresh the GONet code generation. So you just click here before entering play mode or building, and that is going to be everything. Also, if you want to subscribe, for example, to a sync event, you need to refresh the code generation in order to GONet generate these events to subscribe. But in this case, we don't have anything like that, so we just refresh before entering play mode, and that will be everything. So now we can enter in play mode. I'm going to activate the console in order to see if we have any errors that we need to correct. Okay, no errors so far. So I'm going to click F in order to start the server. Okay, there you go, server, no errors, and I'm going to create a player. Okay, I can move, I can do everything, so this is working fine. Now the final step, I am going to build. I'm going to do it like this. Okay, I'm going to start both game instance. Now we are going to have here the client in order to see if we can see another error or something. So I'm going to start the server in this one, the right one. Okay, I'm going to spawn the player. Perfect. And now here I'm going to start the client. Remember that you need to see here when I start the client, the player, and no server, since this is a client, of course. And I create the player. So if we move in the client, we can see those changes in the server, and if we move on the server, we can see those changes in the client. So that is going to be the full process of migrating from a previous version of GONet to a new version. Remember that in this case the project is really simple, but if you have subscribed to methods using the sync event or etc., you will need to refresh it, because it is one of the main changes we have made, which is a new way of subscription related to sync events.